Alright, greetings all who roam this world. I am Anthony, and welcome to another reaction video for the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate presents Pyra and Mythra by Mr. Sakurai himself. I am here with my friend Trevor, who is part of my esports team at my university. We're going to be reacting and kind of analyzing Sakurai's analyzation of the video. But yeah, this will be pretty good. How do you feel? Yeah, I was gonna say, how do you feel about this, Trevor?
I'm really excited for this presentation. Pyra and Mythra are probably my favorite characters so far in this Fighters Pass, so I'm really excited to see how they play and stuff.
Okay, that'd be cool. Yeah,
Plus, I'm excited for Xenoblade 2 music, and I want to see who the Mii costumes are for this Fighters Pass.
Oh yeah, I always forget about the Mii costumes too. Because it's always a good, because like it kind of tells us who's not gonna be in Smash either.
It is, and this for this round, I don't think anyone big is really gonna get deconfirmed. I'm thinking Lloyd might get deconfirmed, but I don't think we're gonna see like Ryu Hasabura or Crash get deconfirmed, honestly, because I feel like those are two really strong candidates to be the final two characters.
Yeah, no, that's a very good point. I probably also, I know, well, have they put Monster Hunter Mii costumes in?
They have not.
Okay, because I thought I would keep hearing rumors that the last two fighters are Crash and a Monster Hunter person.
Right. That's the concert leak, and I don't really believe, and that was on 4chan, so I really don't believe it,
like, you can't believe anything on 4chan.
It's just being, like, talked about right now and stuff, so... Like, it's not really, like, I feel like with these fake leaks, people just create the leaks just to get some attention on YouTube and stuff.
Oh, most definitely.
I mean, so like whenever I see a fake leak, I view it as basically someone's wish list for what they want in the game.
Yeah. Is there someone that you want at least either for both of these two or just for the last one?
One of my most wanted characters is Crystal from Star Fox, but she's an assist trophy, so that's pretty much impossible. Another one is Shantae, which she's a spirit, so still more likely than Crystal, but still more on the less likely side. But really, other than that, I really don't have one I desperately want, because after I got Banjo, pretty much everything was just icing on the cake, because Banjo was one of my most wanted characters for many years when he came.
Yeah, I know a lot of people wanted Banjo for a long time. Shantae would be a good one too, because she's kind of got... I could see her moveset being very interesting because she flies around.
Yeah.
And we don't really have any characters that fly. Or like that stay flying. And I feel like she could have like some type of gliding movement as like her base movement, which would be really interesting.
Right.
Yeah. I've been wanting Sora from Kingdom Hearts for so long. I don't think it's gonna happen, but a man can dream.
That's a character pack that basically divides the community.
Yeah.
Like, half the people want him, half the people don't. I'm completely indifferent because I've never played Kingdom Hearts before, so it's, if he's in, he's in, but if he's not in, he's not in. That's the way I feel.
Yeah, like I want it just because Kingdom Hearts is one of my favorite I probably actually like my favorite franchise of all time. But then again, like if Sora comes in, it's gonna be another sword fighter. But then I'm hoping they do something kind of like they did with Byleth, where they make it not really a sword fighter, because he's got so much magic and he can summon things. So there's lots of different things they could do with it to switch it up, but it'd still be kind of a sword fighter in general.
Right.
Because I think No, go ahead.
One of my I guess you can go, then I'll go.
Okay, I was gonna say, out of these DLC fighters, I don't think we've gotten much besides just sword fighters. Like, I know a lot of people are like saying, oh, all we're getting is sword fighters, but I think it's because out of the DLC we've gotten Joker, Hero, Banjo, Terry, Byleth in the first one. So Joker, it's kind of a sword fighter, not too much, but Hero then is a sword fighter. Banjo, some people say he is, but I'd say he's more of a brawler like Terry. But then Byleth is a sword fighter. So 3 of the 5 being a sword fighter. And then in the second pass, we've had Min Min, who isn't a sword fighter, but then Steve, which I guess you kind of could iffy. But then Sephiroth, who was.
Yeah.
So out of how many? That's 8. We've had 1, 2, 3. So at least half of them have been sword fighters. Maybe, and you could say a little bit more depending on how you want to look at it.
I wouldn't really call Joker a sword fighter. I'd call him more like a magic-based character.
Okay.
I know he does have a knife, but I don't think it's different than a sword because you're not going to mainly be attacking with his sword. You're going to be using like his side B and his gun in a lot of situations.
Yeah, no, I agree. I just know that people are trying to, the people that are on the side of I don't like sword fighters, they're trying to use everything. Like that's how they're trying to use like Banjo-Kazooie to say is a sword fighter.
Right. I mean, when people say they want Ice against Smash Bros, that is basically another sword fighter to get into the game.
Exactly.
Same with Lloyd and probably Monster Hunter, to be honest with you.
And even if you had Ryu Hibashi, I don't know how to say his house. However, from Ninja Gaiden, that would also be another sword fighter.
Right. I mean, they're different sword fighters, but still, it's a sword fighter.
Exactly. I also wanted, I thought this would be a really cool, like out of like the blue thing is, do you ever play Phoenix Wright or Professor Layton?
I have not, but I've heard of. You
know of them? Okay. So yeah, so they're like the very like puzzle, like some kind of mystery, but just like the puzzle type reading. Like you got a lot of read. There's a lot of story behind it.
Right.
But there's a game. So Professor Layton has his own franchise, and Phoenix Wright has his own, which is Ace Attorney. But then there was one game where they came together, and I thought it would be so cool to have them together as a character, almost kind of like Ice Climbers in a way, where they could do whatever. Because Phoenix Wright is in Marvel vs. Capcom, so he can do fighting moves.
Right.
Yeah, so that would be my wild card. Like, I think that would be so cool just to like throw out something really random. I've also really wanted Chibi Robo because I love that game.
Yeah. My out of blue pick is, have you ever played the Walking Dead games?
Yeah.
I would really love to have Clementine in the game.
That's a really wild pick.
I mean, because think about it, we don't really have any horror reps in Smash Bros. And I feel like community-wise, she would be a really good community pick, a horror pick to be in the game.
Yeah, I could see it. Because, yeah, those games are really popular.
I mean, if you look at another popular horror game, The Last of Us, without giving out spoilers to your fan base and your viewers, Ellie getting Smash Bros. Would be a big mixed bag.
Mm-hmm. I feel like if they were going to do horror, though, they would do Silent Hill.
Okay.
Because at least those are more like have at least been like closer with Nintendo.
Okay.
Is it Silent Hill? Not Silent Hill. Resident Evil.
Right, but they're all already spirits, so it's pretty much confirmed. Yeah,
I know the spirits. I've always been like, that doesn't mean anything because, excuse me, sorry, I'm eating a Pop-Tart at the same time. Because like even all the characters that are already in Smash, like that were coming in from like base Smash, they had spirits too technically.
Mm-hmm.
So
go
ahead.
The way I view spirits is it's Sakurai's game, and he can do whatever he wants with it, honestly.
Yeah. There was something I saw that Sakurai was saying that he hears everyone complaining about the sword fighters, but he said it's not his idea or like his it's not in his control, which I thought was really surprising because I'm like, what do you mean it's not in your control?
I think what happens is, go on. Sorry.
No, I was laughing.
I think what happens is Nintendo gives Sakurai like a big list of like 40 characters, and they say to like Sakurai which characters can create and stuff, and maybe they say like, we want this character to be part of the Fighters Pass, the rest is up to you. Mm-hmm. That's like my guess, honestly.
Yeah, because I remember he said with Steve that he wanted Steve, but then he's like, I don't know, like that's gonna be really hard to do, like I can't do that. And then eventually he's like, fuck it, I'll do it.
Okay. Yeah, I know Steve was in the plannings for 5 years to be in the game. And I think if Smash Bros. 4 DLC did not just end abruptly, I think we probably would have gotten Steve during Smash 4's DLC period.
It makes sense. I could definitely see that.
I mean, because it just ended like we were getting DLC at a pretty good pace. But then we went like for a very like a couple months after not getting any Fires Pass, any characters. And then we got Cloud, and then we had the final presentation, which had a Corn and Bayonetta, and that was pretty much it for Smash 4 DLC.
Mm-hmm.
And when I thought we would have gotten at least like King K. Rool and a lot more other characters, but it just ended like that.
Yeah, I forgot some of those characters in Smash 4 were DLC. Like, I'm so used to them being like part of the base game that I'm like, yeah, those are just like normal Smash characters.
Yeah.
I wonder if they will also announce the next character at the end of this.
They said they wouldn't.
They wouldn't? Okay. Good. Bring my hopes down at least. Don't get me too excited yet.
It is kind of sad that they do have to say before every presentation that there's going to be no fighters announced.
Yeah, well, Sakurai tweets stuff. I think every day he tweets a picture of Smash, like, that he takes. And they're usually, like, very, like, dynamic, or, like, he, like, orchestrates them to look really cool.
Right.
But there was the day of the Nintendo Direct, where everyone was like, oh my god, like, is this hinting at the character? And he had to say in the tweet, like, this is not hinting at the character. Like, I tried to make this the most general, basic thing. And it was just like 4 Wii Fit trainers, like, in the Wii Fit studio. He's like, there's nothing here. This doesn't mean anything. Stop.
In the fans' defense, before the game came out, there was like a image with Rathalos, and it had Marth, Link, and Shulk, and it looked very similar to from Golden Sun, so people thought that Isaac was going to get into the game. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I understand in their point, Isaac was a character that was highly requested and highly rumored at the time, and to do that picture, you're only feeding fuel into the fire.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like there's so many game franchises that are really big, and like if they want Smash to like represent all these games. But then they're throwing in these characters that are like kind of like what? So at least like Pyra and Mythra, I think to me at least are like what, when you could put in someone like Isaac, you could put in Golden Sun, or you could put in you could even put in like Chrono Trigger 2, which are really big games, especially for Nintendo. But they have no representation. But instead we're gonna put in a sequel to a game that is more popular in Japan than it is in like the States. Which I feel like Golden Sun and Chrono Trigger had a very diverse success around the world. Yeah, something like that.
With Pyra and Mythra, I feel like one of the reasons they got in was because Byleth got in and Min Min got in, and those were kind of characters that were too new to be in the base game, but because they got in DLC after Min Min, there was really no excuse then to add Rex, Pyra, and or Mythra. Yeah,
I do like though that they did add Pyra, Mythra instead of adding Rex. It's a good way to make it at least different than Shulk, like at least very different from Shulk, and another way to just get more female representation in the game too.
Yeah. It was whenever I was seeing people's wish list, it was always going to be Rex or Pyra, or Mythra and Pyra. So Pyra was going to get to the game no matter what.
Yeah. Yeah, and it makes sense. Yeah, but I like how she appears to be like that chic Zelda style from was it Brawl? Because we didn't have that in Smash 4.
Yeah. Plus, her transformation time looks really quickly.
Yeah, because usually like if you were doing it back in whatever game, if you were to Melee or Brawl, you were just one or the other. Like you really never went back and forth between the two. It was like you would start in as Zelda, you would start in as Sheik. Like you're not gonna really switch because one was better than the other. I'm curious if this is going to be a character that people are going to be able to go back and forth between, or like the meta will be that you want to go back and forth between, or if the meta will be you just stay one.
Right. I remember Zelda and Sheik's transformation was so slow that people said when you're battling Taboo and Subspace Emissary, that when he's going to do that attack that one hit kills you, that you at like a certain time you do down B with Zelda and Sheik, and you'll avoid damage at all the time.
Yeah, because I think you get some iframes through it.
Yeah, you do, but that was before I learned how to
Like spot
yeah,
dodge.
bot dodge and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, no, there's a lot of... I know in Melee, people would use it as a recovery move. So if you're like really far away as Sheik and like you don't think you're gonna get back, because Zelda's recovery was better than Sheik. So if you had enough time, you could transform into Zelda and then still make it back to stage, and then usually hit the person away far enough where... Oh, we're starting. Hold on.
Ooh, nice.
こんにちは。大乱闘スマッシュブラザーズディレクター空の桜井です。何々の使い方シリーズ前回のセキロスまでしっかりご覧になられている方はこの周りを見ておやと思われるかもしれませんが
Oh, wait, are those statues or those...
一人収録に戻っています。
Oh no, okay. I thought those were the amiibos in the bottom.
新型コロナウイルスの影響で収録
He's been in his house.
日本には緊急事態
Yeah, back at his house.
日本での
So Japan's going
感染者数はおよそ6000
back. Dude, Sakurai looks a little rough, and I feel kind of bad.
お住まいの地域や国によって異なる影響を受けるかもしれません。しかし少なくとも日本では感染拡大、医療逼迫などが叫ばれている現在です。スタジオに人が集められなくなったため一人収録に戻ったということです。またスタッフいません。笑いを返してくれる
No one here to laugh at my jokes.
仕事は普段から完全テレワークですが、ますます人との接触がなくなりましたね。ともあれ頑張っていきたいと思います。一人で。ではまず最初に
I Spider have the strength and determination as this man.
スイッチが出た年である2017年に発売された作品 RPG です。亜種生命体であるブレイドとそれと対になるドライバーがいる世界。ブレードであるホムラとそのドライバーになったレックスを中心に進むお話です。
So I didn't know anything about the second Xenoblade, so I had no idea that the girls were the blades, so I was really confused at first.
I want to play Xenoblade 2. I've heard really good things about it, so...
Yeah, I like how it looks, and I like the style of it. I love the music of it, but the gameplay, like the combat system it's too much for me. It's like too weird.
Right.
At least the first one. Well, I played the first one. I didn't play all the way through, but I played enough of it where it's like, I can't do this.
I have the first game on the Wii, and I want to get on the Switch because it's a lot better.
Okay.
But I like having the original games on their consoles and playing them. So
yeah, because I have it on the Wii and the new 3DS, but it was still just not easy enough for me to play.
Yeah, and if I play it on the Wii, it's gonna be a lot outdated.
簡単に言えばホムラと光はデレとツンですね。どっちがいいの？どっちなの？
I can say though, this music is really good.
There's one song I'm really hoping gets into Smash. That's a Xenoblade song.
Sakurai showing off his controller.
You must have a little bit of a delay on my end.
今回のプレゼンはキャラクターボイスを日本語音声で統一します。海外では英語ボイスが実装されますので、ここもご了承ください。今回は先にステージ紹介をしておきます。
Okay, the stage.
専用ステージはアルストの雲海。ゼノブレード2の世界アルストは大半が雲海に沈んでいて、巨神獣と書く巨大な神のしもべアルスの上で暮らしている世界です。ステージはじっちゃんこと清流の背中の上をモチーフにしています。最序盤に出る、主人公レックスの家でもあり、本編では清流の姿は
Oh, so Rex lives on this thing?
清流が雲海を進むのですが、円形には劇中にも出てくるアルスが登場します。
The one thing that also always just confused me too is just like the world of Xenoblade.
Yeah.
It's like, because it's like kind of futuristic, but it's got this steampunk element to it as well.
I know in X, I'm pretty sure it's located in San Francisco.
Yeah, see, and that's what also confused me, because I was like, wait, is this in the real world or is this in a fake world? Yeah, I actually forgot about X too. See, so I wonder why the second one is getting representation and not X, because X came out before the second one.
X is kind of a dark sheep
Okay.
series.
Okay.
like I think it had your own customizable character and stuff. Whereas this game didn't.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
A lot of Nintendo games series, the second game is like the dark sheep of the series.
Yeah.
原作登場順に並べており、懐かしく感じる人が多いのでは。参戦ムービーにあったように、旅の仲間がゲストとして登場します。必ずドライバーとブレイドが対になって登場します。ニアと白虎。
I do like how Sakurai tries to incorporate characters from their games in every way, even when they like when the new games DLC characters come out. So the same thing happened with Min and Terry, where they put them in the background kind of like this.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah, just even though you might not be paying attention too much to it, but it's just that little like Nintendo polish I know my friend Jared likes to call it that. The Nintendo polish that really just helps make this game what it is.
I wish for Three Houses though that they did put more Three Houses characters in there.
Oh yeah, I forgot they did that too. See, what's weird though is in that one, like they kind of just stand there though. There's not really much for them to do. Oh, I guess they do that in the in Terry's as well. But I know like in the Persona one and this one, it seems like there's more for them to do. But I don't know. Maybe it is they're all just standing around. Then again, you can't really have them do too much.
I kind of wish for Mementos, if you did like a Joker down taunt, that you had like a conversation with the Phantom Thieves, like with Palutena and Snake.
Yeah, yeah, that would be really cool. Yeah, because if they can do that for some stages, then I don't know why they couldn't for this stage too. Or like the other stages.
Right.
Alright, good battlefield. So this is going to be interesting too to see how this character works like competitively, or like what things are looking broken, what things are probably going to get nerfed.
You're right.
レックスとホムラ光が2人セットで動いて共闘することも考えましたが、だけどこのゲームアイスクライマーのようなシンプルなものでやっと2人動かせるんですよね。このぐらいが限界です。
Ice Climbers was pushing? Oh yeah, okay, I guess.
They were pushing in Smash 4.
Yeah, I knew they were for Smash 4, but he said even now they were still pushing it. But I think because, yeah, for 8-player Smash. But it's like, yeah, I don't remember who I was telling the other day, but it's like if you go on Fountain of Dreams and do 8-player Smash with all Ice Climbers, like you're going to break the game.
ギリギリ通るものにしようと何回も作り直してやっとここに至っています。光はいわゆる多人数戦闘用衣装光のコスチュームになっています。これはかつて本作のスピリッツにおいて新たに書き起こしていた。
Yeah, see, so she was a spirit.
Both were a spirit.
Yeah.
Which is good for Shantae in my case.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yep, so yeah, just like Zelda Sheik.
ホムラと光どちらを先行させるのかはファイター選択画面で Y ボタンを押すことで切り替えることができます。次にカラーバリエーションについて、実質2人なのでカラーバリエーションも 2×8 で16種類あります。それぞれセットになっているので自由に組み合わせられるというわけではないのですが、
You can't mix and match.
より楽しめることと思います。
That would be so, like, not broken, but it would be so kind of crazy if you could mix and match these costumes. Oh, that's funny that you just switch them. That would confuse the hell out of me if you switch Pyra and Mythra's color schemes. Ooh, I like that villain look. Ooh, I like that blue one.
7P はリアルタイプというとなんだけど色合いを極端にしてみたバーム。8P はゴールド&シルバー、プラチナでもか。
Nice, nice.
特に 3P は相手を惑わす戦略に使えるかもしれないですね。
Yeah.
限らず色が違えば紛らわしく
Oh, yeah, definitely it could be used to confuse.
お顔でバレバレであるということは お伝えしておきます。
Because even like the pictures too, like they still look very similar. Gosh damn.
パワー型のホムラとスピード型の光ということになります。
So Pyra is power, Mythra is speed.
これぐらい異なります。
The song I want in Smash Bros is in. It's the song I'm playing right now.
Oh, nice.
That's like the one thing I wanted from this pass.
I know it's the same thing like with when Fire Emblem came, not Fire Emblem, Final Fantasy came in. Like they only had like 2 songs in the entire game that were like, can we please get more songs?
Yeah.
You know, Xenoblade has such a good soundtrack.
I'm pretty happy with all the songs that Sakurai selected, except for Persona. There's a couple of Persona songs I wish that would have gotten in Mementos.
Oh yeah, no, this Persona. Don't even get me started on the Persona soundtrack. I'll go off all day.
I love the Persona soundtrack.
Oh, it's so good.
I have the CD version.
Oh, I just ordered a vinyl version of it too. It's so good. Okay, hold on. I'm not even paying attention to these moves.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Okay, she's got a counter. Well, it's not like even a counter. It's more just like a dodge counter.
Okay.
It's all kind of so that yeah, comparing it to Bayonetta, where it doesn't attack, but you get to move. Oh, see, I kind of like too that both of them have the same physical moves too, because then that'll make it at least easier to play.
Yeah, one's just faster, one's just more powerful.
Yeah,
like.
so I could definitely see people switching back and forth constantly. 6%, 13. Oh wow, that's almost more than double.
攻撃力アップの比率が決まっているわけではなくて、各技ごとに設定されています。もちろんどちらが強いのかは戦局や戦法、相手の対応プリによります。長所を押し付けていれば強いし、短所を突かれると弱い。ただずっとチェンジしていなくてもデメリットはないので、同じ方を使い続けるというのも立派な戦略です。弱攻撃は単発で止めるか、連打で100です。 ほぼすべての技がそうですが、ホムラは炎、光は光のイメージを持っています。光が光となる。ダッシュ攻撃、光は素早さで間合いを詰めやすい。ホムラはそのパワーで撃墜をも狙います。強攻撃。
Yeah, I can definitely see Mythra's tilts being really easy to combo into things. But Pyra's being more just as like a back off move.
Right.
Oh yeah, yeah. Good to connect moves.
Yeah. Both could be halfway decent edge guarding characters.
Yeah, depending to how good their recovery is, which I don't imagine it being bad. But yeah, 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 their edge guarding will definitely be very good. Ooh. Smashes multiple hits. Okay. When it pulls them up from in front, kind of like Steve's up smash too.
I'm a little bit behind on the stream, so I'm talking right now. They're talking about the up smash tabs.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Now we just got to the down smashes. I like those the down smashes. So it's kind of like everyone's where they hit both sides, which are always really nice. Let's say if you refresh it too, it might bring you up, but then you might. Then again, you'll probably miss a little of what you're behind on. Okay, a down air. Only Pyra's down air has a meteor attack. Ooh, it kind of looked like Samus's, where it's got a get that arc before. But it puts her in a lot of end lag.
光の方が速いので追撃しやすいという考え方もありますし、ホムラの方がより吹っ飛ばすので撃墜しやすいという考え方ももちろんあります。つかみにも事実上の落差があります。
Different grabs.
方が素早いため、間合いを詰めてつかみやすいですね。外れても素早ければリスクを抑えられることでしょう。反面、威力はホムラの方が大きいです。前投げ、後ろ投げ、上投げ、そして下投げ。
Okay, throws don't look like they're gonna kill.
合わせて使い分けていくと良いと思います。特に下投げはどちらでもコンボしやすいですかね。次に必殺技の説明です。下必殺技はチェンジだから。
Alright, special moves. Down special, neutral side and up.
ホムラと光で6通りです。それぞれ原作の必殺技をモチーフにしています。原作の映像を含めながら
I feel like these are always Sakurai's favorites are the specials.
Their up grabs looks pretty good for combos and.
Oh yeah, I think the down one too can, at least at a low percentage, the down throw will at least combo really easily, because once you get the bounce into like probably like a neutral air or a forward air. Oh, is that a down B? Damn, that's a very good get off me move, that Flame Nova. Oh, and you can move while doing it? Damn.
I wonder how it is up in the air. Can we Flame Nova up in the air?
Yeah, like how, like if it stalls you a lot, or if it... Oh, that was just her neutral B, I think. Okay.
Like a Donkey Kong or Link's up B.
Yeah, if it has an ability to bring you up. That one kind of Mythra's kind of looks like Cloud's side B. The Lightning Buster. She's also invincible for a moment. Oh. We're still tweaking the game bounce, so I'm not sure how effective this will be. Side special, Blazing End. Oh, I think this is like the move I think everyone saw that was like, that's broken. Cause damn, that reaches far in front of her. Damn. Oh, and you can control it after your throw. Oh, dude, that's such a good... It could be used so easily for edge guarding.
It could, which is really nice.
Yeah. You just put it on the edge, and then you can jump up above it in case they try to recover high. Or even for getting back on the stage. Oh, no, never mind. She died using it. Okay, there you go. If you get... You can use it to get back on the stage if someone is edge guarding you, but... Oh, there you go. Palantano getting that reflect on it. So it's good that you can reflect it. So I wonder then if Rob can reflect it too with his spin. Can only move one side. It's kind of cool because we're almost getting like 2 characters out of this.
Yeah, that's nice.
Ooh, it's kind of like Mythra's Photon Edge is kind of like Roy's side B, where it does like that multi-hit that has that big hit at the end. Oh wait,
my worry for a Mythra side B is that it's going to potentially cause people to gimp off stage and stuff.
Yeah, well, it puts you in free fall if you do it off stage.
Right.
So at least, yeah, you can gimp yourself at least.
Oh, that's really nice that it
もち
stops
ろん復帰に使う技ですが、
like if you're not too far from ledge.
撃墜に使うことだってできます。出だし際に切り上げがあり、それはスマッシュ攻撃よりも
Okay,
早
then
く
the recoveries. This is the make or break moment that'll determine if they're broken.
もちろんコンボを狙うのもありです。
Like Ike's.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. It's kind of like Ike's, where it having that big up and down, or kind of like even DDD almost. Oh, the question is, can she cancel it when she's in the top? Like, if she goes up, can she stop? Okay, that Mythra's Ray of Punishment will easily be used as like an edge guard. It's gonna be kind of like Robin's.
レインボーダストになります。レインボーダストは原作ゼノブレイド2のダウンロードコンテンツ黄金の国イーラにおいて登場した必殺技ですね。パニッシュメントレイは強い弾を1発、レインボーダストは扇状に弾を5発。
So you can do 1 or 5 arrows?
復帰阻止に使うならパニッシュメントレイ
Yeah, oh my god.
飛距離はあります。
Yeah, that's definitely a really good edge guarding tool.
You have a lot of edge guarding tools with Pyra Mythra, looks like.
Yeah.
Which is nice. Like if you wanna go for something fast or something more stronger, that's nice.
Well, they get reflected too. That's good at least.
そして散々出ていますが、来た必殺技はチェンジです。正確には光チェンジ、ホムラチェンジ。
Swap is the official name. Yeah, I like how. Oh, and there's brief invincibility through it too. That can just be used just like almost as like a block. I've kind of done that like with Pokemon Trainer, where like I'm about to get hit with a big move, so I switch to the next Pokemon because there's slight invincibility through it. I do like that they're showing the gameplay from Xenoblade 2 to show us like, hey, this is where it's from. What's funny is like I always watch some YouTubers who do like move analysis and show us where the moves come from, but now like this video is just doing it for them.
Yeah, we don't have to wait that long, whereas in Smash 4 DLC, we might have to wait a couple months before the next character would come out.
Yeah.
So Game Explain could do their move analysis.
まず最初の斬撃で相手をそれぞれ3人まで巻き込みます。レックスが発動していますね。最初の斬撃に当たらずとも発動できればそれぞれ第三者を巻き込むことが。
Okay, cool, fast smash. It's like from a competitive standpoint, I'm like, all right, I don't care.
体の大きさや当たりどころによってダメージが変わります。まあ、撃墜したい場合はホムラ、ダメージを与えたい場合は光を使うというふうに覚えてください。
So yeah, dealing damage, you rack up damage with Mythra, and then you finish it off with Pyra.
So you want to probably start out with Pyra, and then switch to Mythra for
I think the other way around. You'd want to start with Mythra, because Mythra will rack up the damage, and then you'll end it, finish the combo or something with Pyra.
That's what I meant. I always get their names confused.
That's so good.
最初から最後までホムラを使ったり光を使ったりで通す方法もあります。おおむねこのような運用になるのではという予想はあるのですが、それを上回っていろんなことをしてくれることに期待しています。楽しんでください。私はどちらかというとホムラの方が好きかな。
Yes, Sakurai says Pyra's better. Team Pyra all the way. As a fighter, of course.
レックスの登場についても触れておきます。ホムラと光の応援にしばしば登場します。まず登場シーン。最後の切り札では発動時に上切り下切りの違いがあります。範囲はあまり変わりません。
I like how they are able to incorporate Rex a little bit more.
Yeah.
ホムラと光が接する態度が少し違います。勝利画面でも登場します。 ホモラと光で3つずつの勝利パターンに2つずつ出ています。ちなみにホモラと光は試合
At least Rex in his character trailer was happier than Crom when he was deconfirmed.
Yeah.
パスボロワンを買うとレックスのミーファイターコスチュームがもらえますので、こちらも改めてお知らせしておきます。
There you go. There's your Rex.
ワンです。カービィコピーもホムラと光で
Ooh, the Kirby abilities.
使えるのはフレームの場とライトニングバスター。
Oh, nice.
移動石ということになりますけれど。ところでカービィのコピー能力のすべてがそうなんですけど、
All of Kirby's copies abilities are stronger than the original? I did not know that.
蓄積ダメージに注目してください。コピーする手間や自分で選べない必殺技である分、攻撃力を上乗せしているわけです。広く知られていないのでプッシュしてみました。ちなみにホムラの場合、最大ためにもなると
Oh god, that move did almost 40% though.
こんなにも
But even as Kirby, it did almost 50. Gosh.
それでは
That's probably gonna. It's kind of like Pikachu's down B, where it kind of gets all around and does so much damage.
Right.
But still, that's a lot of percent.
団体戦で行ってみようと思います。相手は参戦ムービーでホムラをいじめていた3人組。こっちも3人組ってことになりますけど、そんなことあるか。
Oh, it's like we're gonna watch Sakurai play two different characters before we actually see them in action. But no, he's just gonna. He's gonna take those stocks, take those homie stocks, and he's gonna.
Like he did with
Like he did with what?
Joker, Violet, like he did with Violet and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
He's gonna homie stock.
コンピューターもちゃんと混乱するんですよ。まあこういう場合は上下の向きとかないからなんだけど、このもういらん。と。
Ooh, good edge guard.
嫌でしょこういうの。
Ooh.
He has item
that
toss,
up.
so it doesn't really count.
Yeah.
おっといけねえぶつかった。
This is good though. I'm curious when he recorded this. He might have said at the beginning, and I just missed it. But to see, like, I'm curious, like, how long ago this was, because usually it's killing with that up B though. It'll be interesting to see how different the game is, like percentage-wise, because usually they still balance a lot after he's made this.
Let me do a quick search.
入ってしまった。こういう当て方もできます。下にも貫通します。
I also wonder how many times Sakurai has to do this versing thing, because like if he loses the first time he records it and he's like, crap, well I can't show them myself losing.
おっとこれは差し合いでは負けちゃうよ。あと蓄積ダメージ 100% だからもうほとんど食らえないね。でも
I just looked. They probably recorded this in the middle of January.
Okay.
Because that's when they Japan declared their second state of emergency.
Oh, okay. That's a good way to think about it. I didn't even think about it looking about it that way too. Ooh.
I didn't even know that Japan had another state of emergency.
Yeah, neither did I.
そんなに高いダメージにはならんかもしれませんが、こんなもんいらん。必殺技、無駄に。投函。
Just come on, Sakurai.
それやばいよ。こっちもあっちも。
Dude, I would love to see Sakurai playing in a competitive set.
そりゃ来ないよね。来ないよ。
Just to see how like well he does, because you think he's got to be like a literal master at this game if he makes it.
よし、これ決まったら気持ちいいぞ。決まったらね。
Ooh, you're gonna get the final smash. Oh, just misses it. Ooh, good edge guard. Oh, you could easily two-frame with that attack too then. Oh my gosh. That move is... That move does so much knockback. Compared to like Ike's up B, it doesn't do that much. Well, like, Ike's up B doesn't do that much, but that one looks like it does a lot.
Nice.
Alright, song list.
次に音楽です。サウンドはゼノブレードシリーズということになりますから、すでにガウル平原に実装されている音楽と合わせられます。追加される楽曲はご覧の通り。なんと、
Oh my god, 60 new songs.
ゼノブレード2の曲は最初から3曲入っていたので、
Which song was it that you were excited for?
More Roam in the Waste.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna try to announce that.
No, I got you. I would struggle too. Even just like with the Guru planes, like I always struggled for it.
It's Roam in the Waste song. I really like
Okay.
that song. It's
Nice.
a really good song.
アップデートの際、俺曲セレクトの確率が変わっていることと思いますので、好きな曲を再調整していただければ幸いです。なお、勝利ファンファーレは戦争曲から織り込んでいます。得点のスピリッツボードも入っています。実はもともと
Spirit board.
ニア、トラ、ハナジエース、
I never do the spirit
ジ
board.
ークのスピリッツは
Neither do I.
実装していました。ただし BGM をゼノブレード
I think the only one I did was the Persona one, just because I enjoyed that game the most. So I was just like, yeah, I like these characters. I do find it funny though, for at least for the spirit board, or yeah, it was a spirit board. When you have to fight, there's one of the spirits. It's like all of the Phantom Thieves, and you have to fight. Not Ryuji. Oh my gosh, how am I forgetting this name? You have to fight Fox. What is Fox's name?
Yusuke.
Yusuke. Yeah, you have to fight Yusuke, but in Smash, it's Chrom that you fight. But because Matt Mercer voices Chrom and Yusuke, so I thought it was funny that they made it. They did that.
When I just started playing Persona 5 and I was looking at the spirit board and I was looking at the Phantom Thieves and there was a certain other character that I saw, and you got to be careful with not trying to find spoilers. I'm thinking you already know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's weird because like on the cover at least they put basically all of those Phantom Thieves on there for the original 5, so it's like, wait, but what's gonna happen? But then you've got that one twist character.
Yeah.
All right, me costume fighters.
Don't say anything, I'm delayed.
Okay.
Here we go. Round 9.
Yeah, let me know when you see it so I can know when to say something.
It's right now. Oh,
Okay.
Monster Hunter.
Yeah, see, so I was surprised. I spoke too early. I don't know. I don't know if that can deconfirm it though, because I feel like Monster Hunter still has just very general characters.
Well, why would they put him in now when they could put him in any Monster Hunter character?
That's true.
Okay. Okay, Monster Hunter. Ghosts and Goblins, okay.
Yeah, I do like that they put in those older titles, like those arcade titles. Just a nice little touch.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. I was very surprised.
Well, Monster Hunter is deconfirmed.
Why there are more Capcom characters? It's because Monster Hunter Rise is coming soon. Okay, so yeah, that basically deconfirmed Monster Hunter being the next DLC.
I wonder if that also deconfirms getting a Capcom character.
Oh yeah, also then that would take out Ace Attorney, like I thought.
And Amaterasu, who I also want.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Huh.
Interesting. One final note. Yes, of course we did. We watched this trailer.
Hey, later today.
今までの参戦ムービーとは全く異なるところがあります。それは何でしょう。実は唯一私が考えていないムービーなんですね。 参戦ムービーはいつも私が台本を書くところからスタートします。
Oh, he didn't
そ
write
の土台
that one.
に CG 会社さんやアニメ会社さんと組んで作ることが
Dude, the reveal trailers for all these characters are so good, though.
最初の構成からモノリスソフトさんに一任しています。ゼノブレード2をプレイしたとき、その実機ムービーの質素量、そして完成度に驚きました。そしてモノリスソフトさんに委ねるのが何よりであろうと考えたわけです。おかげで原作のリソースも豊富で、原作との
He's talking a lot about these cutscenes. Does that mean we're gonna get like a subspace emissary thing? Like, come on. Come on.
CG に対していくばくかの監修は行っていますが、いつもよりずっとソフトです。ゲームパート制作はいつものようにスマブラ開発チームで、ゲームパートのセリフは私が考えています。最後の効果音付けまで監修するので、CG パート以外の制作は変わらないですけどね。ファンに喜ばしい。
It's nice so that he was able to at least take a break from it and didn't have to do so much. Because I know Sakurai's was just constantly working.
He is.
それと今回
Which,
フィギュアがありますね。これ
on one hand, after the last two characters are revealed, I want him to take a break, but on the other hand, as a fan, I do want more characters.
Exactly. We're always gonna be greedy.
こういった立体物を買い求め、モデル班に渡して制作の参考にしてもらったりします。立体物は必ずしもゲーム設定通りに作られているわけではないのですが、何らかのヒントになることもあります。足の裏とか。オフィスの私の席には多くのフィギュアを置いているところがあります。
Sakurai's got the whole Smash roster and figurines.
鍵付きの棚に隠していたりもしましたが、何より今はもうオフィスには買えない状況ですね。
Oh my god, he's got a drawer of a figurine of the hidden character. So we need to break into Nintendo, find Sakurai's desk, and it will have a figurine of the next two characters.
I wonder who would be then. Like, what characters have a figurine then?
Oh, that's a good question.
次こそはスタジオの撮影ができるようになってるといいですね。それでは次回お会いしましょう。さよなら。
Oh my god, the fact that Sakurai talked about like what their feet looked like too. Like I can see the chat on the YouTube pages, like everyone is just saying feet, feet, feet. Oh god. The memes on that is gonna be something.
Well, that's that then.
Yeah, that is that. That was cool. So they don't look broken.
They don't, which I think people just say that because every single time the new trail comes out, obviously Sakurai's gonna want to make them look like they're broken.
Yeah, because he wants them to be impressive.
Yeah.
But I don't remember who looked broken the most. I think it was either like Byleth or Banjo. I remember looking broken. And Min Min too. But then they ended up not being too bad.
I remember in Smash 4, Little Max looked broken. I remember when
oh yeah. Yeah. Well, okay, that wasn't too bad. I'm excited for them. Did he say when they're coming out?
They're coming out today.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Later today, they said.
Oh, that'll be perfect.
Which I think is like in the evening usually.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because what time is it over there? It's still super early morning, right?
In Japan?
Yeah. I don't know what the time difference is. That's okay. So yeah, probably when it's like on normal time there, when it'll probably be like nighttime here. Yeah, because I think if anything, it's probably be like between like 6 and 8 o'clock here. It'll come out.
Yeah. It's 11 p.m. there.
Oh, 11 p.m. Oh, never mind. It's still late at night. It's not even tomorrow yet.
So it'll probably be released mid-afternoon their time, I'm guessing.
Yeah. All right, that'll be cool. Yeah, I'm definitely will try them out as well.
I will too. Because
they do look fun, and they got a lot of good moves, a lot of good combo potential too.
Right, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Awesome. And any last minute thoughts or remaining thoughts, I should say?
Yeah, I do feel like Sakurai kind of emphasizing this last trailer that there's 2 final characters left, and there's two more final times to do these presentations. I do feel like that does kind of deconfirm the third Fighter's Pass.
Yeah, I don't think there would be a third one. At that point, like, we were lucky just to get the second one.
He was, and he even said that we were going to get only 1 or 2 more characters.
I wonder if they would do an Echo Fighter pass. I think that would be really cool to do.
I do too, and when they introduced Echo Fighters, I honestly thought that they were going to make an Echo Fighter for every single character.
Yeah. Yeah, we actually ended up making a video about an Echo Fighter for every character too, just to see. And like a lot of them you can easily come up with characters. Some of them are a little bit harder. Like Ice Climbers was a little hard to come up with. You have to kind of go outside the franchises for characters like that.
You do.
Or then like Duck Hunt too. It's like there's like nothing else in the game. Like what else do you make it?
Right.
But yeah, there easily could be more Echo Fighters because I thought Sakurai said like they don't take up too much time to make or too much resources because they are based off of another character. You just gotta like remodel an already base character.
Right. But on the other hand, of doing another Fighters Pass, it would be really smart for Nintendo to do it because it equals more money and stuff.
Yeah.
And the Switch is still early in its lifetime. It's not dying like the Wii U is.
Exactly.
So I feel like the reason, as I stated earlier, the reason why Smash 4 DLC just ended was because the Wii U was dead. So there's no point of supporting a new system. Yeah,
that's a very good point. Yeah, like almost like all the Wii U games, like the hit games or the games that should have been hits, have been ported to the Switch at this point.
The only game that's on the Wii U that's still considered to be a hit game is Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Yeah. And I wouldn't be surprised if it did get ported pretty soon.
I wouldn't be either. But like literally, like at this point, there is no point of owning a Wii U.
Yeah, especially because usually you would want like one of those old consoles so you could play those old games. But like games like Pikmin, the new Super Mario 3D World, Mario Kart, and like this is already a better version of Smash. Yeah, there's a lot of games. Splatoon is on the Switch now already. Yeah, you don't need too much. You don't really need a Wii U anymore, unless you want to play on Nintendo Land.
Which Nintendo showed on their last Direct that they're still interested in using Mii's with Miitopia.
Yeah, so yeah, they easily could do stuff like that.
Yeah, and I honestly would love to have a new Mii game on the Switch, like a new like Mii Sports, Mii Party. I love those Mii games.
Yeah, I'm surprised I haven't, because like their like closest thing besides like the Miitopia thing was like the 1-2 Switch, which was kind of like their like party-esh game, but it didn't use the Mii's of course at all. Also, I think that game should have been included with the Switch. I think that should have been like the Wii Sports. I don't think you should have had to buy that separately. That's a whole other thing.
Yeah, but I think if we are going to get another Fighters Pass revealed, we would probably see it at E3, honestly.
You think that early still? I feel like they would wait until all the characters are announced and then being like, all right, here's one more.
That is true, but if you think about it, if they're going to do something at E3 this year, they're going to go on and go all guns blazing and everything.
Yeah, that's true.
So by say if you reveal like Crash, and then after it they say like more Fighters Passes being revealed, then it brings all that excitement.
That's true.
There.
Yeah, at least at the minimum, we're definitely going to get the next fighter revealed at E3.
That's my prediction, man.
Yeah, because now that Nintendo Directs are back too.
Right, but keep in mind that the next character revealed at E3 may not be a big character.
Yeah, that's very true.
It could. It doesn't have to be a Crash or a Master Chief. It could very well just be Bandana Waddle Dee.
I don't even know how I would feel about that. Like, I'd be upset, but I wouldn't at the same time.
I wouldn't mind. Kirby needs more representation.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard too because Kirby doesn't have too many staple characters.
Right. But,
Yeah.
I have no idea what it's going to be like at E3 this year.
Yeah, because it's still going to be online this year.
It is. One character who I think it might be is it might be Lloyd from Tales of Symphonia.
Okay.
Because he is now the last Mii costume to be brought back from Smash 4. Because Monster Hunter brought back, it's basically now Lloyd.
Yeah.
So
it's a good theory though too.
we'll just have to wait and see, honestly.
Yeah, like that's the thing is like everyone has made so many speculation though who it could be, and then it's always someone like we never expect.
You know, for making this Fighters Pass, I could have just done it very plain and simple and done like Crash, Ryu Hasabura, Doomslayer, a Pokemon character, and just a whole bunch of bare basic bone characters, and I would not have gotten any of them right so far.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, Sakurai is so unpredictable that you have no idea what he's going to do.
Well, yeah, starting with like the first DLC, like no, I don't think anyone expected Joker or Persona 5 to be represented at all.
I didn't either.
Yeah, like when I saw that happen, like I literally like we did a reaction for it, and like we all like freaked the fuck out because because Persona isn't on any Nintendo game on any Nintendo device except now with Strikers, but before that, like at that time there was no Persona games on Switch or Wii U.
Right.
So we're like, oh yeah, no, it's not gonna happen, but then it did.
I was worried that for DLC that Nintendo was going to just do a whole bunch of promotional picks and stuff.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of worry, especially with like when Byleth was announced. They're like, oh crap, like they're just doing it to promote.
I mean, people compare Byleth to Corrin, and I feel like Byleth is much better than Corrin because in the Fire Emblem community, Fates is not regarded as a good game in the series, where Three Houses is.
Okay. All right.
Fates is a bit of a weird scenario.
Yeah, that was on the 3DS, right?
It was. Plus, Corrin doesn't really bring anything to Smash Bros. He doesn't bring a stage. He doesn't bring any music to the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that he was a different type of Fire Emblem character at least, which was nice.
I do too.
But yeah, I mean, they also like Byleth was able to do the same thing as well. But still, it was just another sword fighter that we're all like, especially because not many people have played Fire Emblem as like other games, like Crash Bandicoot.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is kind of hard because pretty much all the lords in Fire Emblem use swords and stuff.
Mm-hmm. And I think people just want a more Western representation in the game, so we can have like Master Chief, Doom, Crash, something that's not like from a JRPG or something that like I guess a more general population can understand.
Right, and I feel like Doomslayer, a Master Chief, and Crash would be good Western picks.
Yeah. But yeah, like you said, there's all we got to do is wait now and just see where things go.
Right, and there's also Spirit events that are happening every now and then. Mm-hmm. And who knows, Sakurai could decide to do a Crash Bandicoot Spirit board or Spirit event.
Exactly. Yeah, and that could either deconfirm it, or it could just be like, hey, because Crash is coming, here's a Crash Spirit board.
Right. So we have no idea.
Yeah. All right, well, this was good. I feel confident for Pyra. I don't feel upset or been like, that's stupid or anything. So I think she'll be a good character. Competitively, too, I definitely see us fighting a Pyra in our next match when she is legally allowed to be played.
I do, too, and I'll also be trying to pick up Pyra and Mythra for practice and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's nice that she comes out fairly soon, so we can just start using her right away.
Yeah, and get as much time on her as you can.
Yeah, I was honestly wondering if there were another, if you battle her between this time, you can get her earlier.
Oh yeah, kind of like how they did with Sephiroth.
Yeah, I was wondering if they're going to do that, but it's kind of nice that she's coming out today.
Yeah, that is really nice.
That is nice.
Awesome. All right, well, thank you, Trevor, for joining me. But thank you, everyone, for watching. If you're watching on Twitch, make sure to follow our Twitch. And if you are watching on YouTube, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow all of our social media. You know how to do it. I don't need to tell you what to do. But thank you again for watching, and we'll catch you next time.